Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wrigleyville West in Mesa, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage in the 2014 Cactus Classic, sponsored by Southwest Woodbat Classic Tournaments. And we're underway in the 18U championship game, or the upper class, if you will. It's the championship game, and it features Team Clutch against Angels Black. And we're underway in the top of the first inning. Team Clutch, the designated visitors. Their leadoff hitter, an extra hitter, grounded out 5-3 to begin the ball game, and now the number 2 hitter at the plate here in the top of the first. And a check swing, able to lay off, and the count goes to 1-1 strike. Wes McColwitz, the leadoff hitter, as an extra hitter. This is Justin Moskowitz, also an extra hitter. And he'll hit a ground ball back up the middle over the mound to the second baseman. A throw on to first is in time, and it's 2 ground ball outs to start the ball game for Team Clutch. And now they'll send up their center fielder, Cody Hulbert. Each of these teams with semifinal wins a little bit earlier today. The Angels have had a little more time off than Team Clutch. And there's another ground ball over to the left side, and it'll be 3 ground ball outs in the top of the first inning as Hulbert grounds out as a 5-pitch first inning for Angels starting pitcher Alex Goodman. And the top half of the first inning is in the books. 3 up, 3 down after happening to play. Team Clutch nothing, Angels Black coming up. Underway in the bottom of the first inning, C.J. James, the leadoff hitter. He's seen a couple of pitches as that one is over for a strike. Get you through the Angels Black lineup here if we get a chance. There's a ground ball, first base side wide of the bag. And so James will stay in the batter's box. Again, leading off for the Angels Black, James Moeller will bat second at third base. Justin Felix, the catcher, hits third. Looks as though the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes on James. And that pitch will miss outside, and it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for the Angels in the bottom of the first inning, and James Moeller, the third baseman, steps in. Jordan Burnett, the starting pitcher for Team Clutch. And again, we'll get you through their lineup as we get settled in a bit here, but they were the team that had just finished over on another field, coming over to field number 4. And because of that, then got their lineup right at the first pitch. There's a ball hit well into left field, and that's a base hit. So a single after a walk, and now the first 2 aboard. And that'll bring up the catcher, Justin Felix. So I mentioned Felix hitting third. Chris Smith is the DH. He bats fourth. Justin LaForce, the first baseman, is fifth. The shortstop, Frankie Silva, in the 6th spot. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Jorge Dadago. Chase Merriman in left field bats 8th. And Mike Santorelli, the right fielder, is 9th. Throw it back to the bag at second, and just getting back ahead of the throw. A little timing play there. 2 aboard and nobody out. Bottom of the first inning, no score. And that pitch inside and actually behind Felix. And that's ball 1. Ground ball. Foul. And the count goes to 1-1 strike. And ball hits the other way, and that's into right field for a base hit. Runner will be waved around, the throw cut off, and the Angels on the board in the bottom of the first inning. An RBI base hit for Justin Felix as C.J. James scores, and it's 1-0 Angels. First pitch bounced in for a ball to Chris Smith. Smith, the DH for the Angels. With runners at first and third after the Felix RBI single, Moeller went to third. Felix stayed at first and was replaced by a courtesy runner. And the next pitch, a breaking ball over for a strike, and the count 1-1. Now to set the 1-1 pitch, and that's a ground ball, roll down to short. Tap of the bag there, and late throw to first base. And the runner actually got to be called safe at second base. Going to ask for just a clarification. And so safe the call at second. And another run is in. It'll go as a fielder's choice. And an RBI for Smith. 2 runs in, 2 aboard with nobody out. And the batter, Justin LaForce. Left-hand hitter at the plate is Justin LaForce with 2 aboard. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. Checking the runner at second base, and the 1-0 pitch. Way outside off the glove of the catcher, and that'll be a wild pitch to move runners up 90 feet. And the count 2-0 on LaForce. And we get back to play after a pitching change with LaForce still at the plate. Runners at second and third and nobody out. 2 runs across already for the Angels. Team Clutch trying to make sure this one doesn't get away in the first inning, and so they make a pitching change. Now the 3-0 pitch. That's outside and low, ball 4. That walk will be charged to Jordan Burnett, but now the base is loaded with nobody out for Frankie Silva. Corners up for Team Clutch. They'll try to cut off the run at the plate on a ground ball. A fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. Next pitch outside. Silva bats with the bases loaded and nobody out. 2 runs in for the Angels. They lead 2-0 in the bottom of the first. And a line drive, and that's a base hit over the head of the third baseman into left field. 1 run will score. Second runner waved around. He trips and will now try to get there as the ball comes into the middle of the infield. Throw to the plate is not in time. Not the way the Angels drew it up, but the result, I guess, the same as they score a couple of runs off the base hit from Silva. Felix scored. It was Chris Smith that fell down going around third base. As Team Clutch got the ball back in the infield, he is able to score. LaForce to second, and Silva aboard at first base. Another timeout for Team Clutch. We play in the bottom of the first, 4-0 Angels. There's a fastball on the inside corner for a strike to Hidalgo, the Angels' second baseman. breaking ball over for a strike, and it's 0-2. A 4-run first inning for the Angels. And looking for more with 2 aboard. And there's a swing and a miss, and Hidalgo is out on strikes. First down to the bottom of the first inning, and the batter is Chase Merriman. And Merriman takes just off the plate for ball 1. 2 walks, 3 hits, and an error in the inning. Angels have scored 4 times. Merriman lays off the next pitch up out of the strike zone, 2-0. And one of those situations today, the best laid plans and all of that, because of in tournament complex baseball, you have to sometimes move things around. This game originally supposed to be on field 3, but as you can see, we've moved over to field 4, so the setup and the angle different than what we had originally planned and what we had set up for. We were here a couple of weeks ago for the Desert Classic, did a couple of games, and now today in the Cactus Classic. Now the set, the next pitch, fastball over for a strike, and the count 3-1. LaForce at second, Silva at first with 1 out, 4 runs across for the Angels in the bottom of the first. Now the set and the 3-1 pitch. And that hit on a line. Runner took off from second base, and he'll be doubled up, and that'll end the inning. You want to freeze on a line drive, and did not happen there, and Merriman lines into a double play to end the Angel first inning. But as it is, the Angels score 4 times, and after 1, it's the Angels 4 and Team Clutch nothing. As we begin playing the top of the second inning, Nate Young took the first pitch high for a ball. The next one misses away, and it's 2-0. Young leads off for Team Clutch in the top of the second inning. Pete Kelly and Reese D to follow. That pitch over for a strike, and it's 2-1. And a ground ball up the middle. Fielded in front of the bag at second. The throw on to first is in time. And that's a 4-3 ground down. 4 outs to begin the ball game for Alex Goodman. 4 ground ball outs. And now the batter is Pete Kelly. Kelly takes up and in for ball 1. The ball fouled on the right side out of play, and the count goes to 1-1. And the wind of the 1-1 pitch. And another one fouled out of play on the right side. The count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count on Kelly. 1 out top of the second inning. 4-0 Angels. Team Clutch trying to get back into this one here in the second inning. The 1-2. And that's fouled off at the plate. They got a piece of the plate umpire. And back to it here, off-speed pitch. And a swing and a miss. Kelly is out on strikes. First strikeout of the ball game for Alex Goodman. And now he'll go after Reese D. D with a swing and a miss for his strike. 5 up and 5 down for Team Clutch here as they trail 4-0 in the 18U championship game. And a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Goodman has it on to first base, and that's in time, and it's another ground ball out. And now 6 up and 6 down after an inning and a half. Team Clutch trails Angels Black by a score of 4-0. 9-1 and 2 in the order for the Angels in the second, and the first pitch to Mike Santorelli bounces in for ball 1. That one only went about 55 feet or so. Now the 1-0 pitch. And that's low. 2 balls, no strikes. Four runs and 3 hits in the first inning for the Angels, helped out by 1 Team Clutch error. As that one's over for a strike. And then even could have been a little bit better for the Angels as they ran into a line drive double play to end the inning. There's a ground ball over to the left side. That's grabbed there. Step at a throw to first base, and that's in time. And the leadoff hitter is retired as Young throws him out at first base. It's Caffarelli, Hulbert, and Schrader in the outfield for Team Clutch. Young, Kelly, Parks, and D in the infield. And Castillo catching for Team Clutch. First pitch, a breaking ball to C.J. James, and that misses for ball 1. And the next pitch misses. 2 balls and no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. Bounced in there, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. And nowhere close, ball 4. So James awarded first base, his second walk of the ball game, and the batter James Moeller. Refrain from naming the Team Clutch reliever only because I couldn't see the number very well. Still not sure if it's an 8 or a 9. I believe it's Justin Moskowitz. Pitch a ball to Moeller. He singled and scored back in the first inning. 4-0 Angels as they hit in the bottom of the second. And the ball fouled out of play. And they count 1-1. 1-on-1 out in the bottom of the second. Still more baseball to be played all the way around here today. As the 1-1 pitch is on the way, and that's hit well into left center field. And that'll get past the diving left fielder. Caffarelli left his feet to try to corral it. Here comes the relay throw to the plate. And it is not in time. They're going to throw to third base, and out at third the call. Angels get a run though, and we'll credit Moeller with an RBI double. James scores on the play to make it 5-0, and then Moeller is thrown out at third base trying to advance on the throw to the plate. So second out of the inning, again a run in to make it 5-0. And now Justin Felix will bat with the bases empty and 2 away. And the first pitch over the outside corner for a strike. Felix with an RBI single. And this courtesy runner scored back in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-2. Into the one and the 2-strike pitch. And a breaking ball. Fouled out of play, and that'll be out on the first base side. And we stay 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The count on Felix. Well, that one spiked in there. That one only went about maybe 45 feet. Into the wind now on the 1-2 pitch. And that's fouled out of play. Anyway, this one got started way late, as was supposed to be a 2:45 first pitch. I think we got started, didn't see the actual time, but it was around 4:15. That ball fielded nicely. Throw on to first base, though. Short hops the first baseman D, and he can't pick it up. But a good effort there for Moskowitz. That would probably go as an infield single. Not going to take on the additional job of official scorer here today, but again, a tough play. Now Chris Smith. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Smith reached on a fielder's choice, had an RBI in the first inning. And the next pitch inside for a ball, and it's 1-1. Runner at first base, and 2 outs. A run in for the Angels. They lead 5-0, batting in the bottom of the second. That pitch on the inside corner, a strike, and they count 1-2. And we were expecting to have the 18-under championship game with a 2:45 first pitch, and then another championship game at 5 o'clock. As we get a ground ball, that's out to short, fielded on the run, throw high at first, and that'll get over the head of the first baseman, go to the fence, and that'll turn into a throwing error in E6 on Kelly. And the inning is extended. In fact, it's a 2-base throwing error, as Felix's courtesy runner goes to third. Smith makes it out to second base, and there's 2 in scoring position with 2 outs for Justin LaForce. LaForce at the plate with a chance to maybe knock in a couple of more runs. And instead it's going to be a ground ball, but a tough play at first. Picked up on a short hop by D, and he'll tap the bag at first, and that will end the inning. Angels add a run in the second after 2, lead 5-0. Hard hit ball back up the middle as we start the third inning. And Gabe Castillo, the catcher, with a leadoff single for Team Clutch, their first base runner of the ball game, after Alex Goodman had retired the first 6 he had faced. Now Rudy Schrander, the right fielder for Team Clutch. Going after the first pitch, and lifts a lazy fly ball into center field. James in a few steps there to make the catch. And that is out number 1. Castillo will come off now for a courtesy runner at first base. Connor Culligan running at first. And with one on and one out, the batter is Hunter Parks. And Parks takes the first one for a ball. Easy throw to first base and the runner back. Still up in the air a bit as to what we're going to do for the 5 o'clock game, as that's a little line drive over the third baseman Muller's head, and that's into left field, a base hit. Second hit of the inning for Team Clutch. And with runners at first and second with one out, the batter is Benny Caffarelli. But I think as a tournament group, you get into a bit of a scramble once you have some delays. Team Clutch actually started their semifinal game very late because of an extra inning ball game earlier in the day. And so, as I said earlier, the Angels actually had probably more than an hour to rest, where Team Clutch had to come right over and start throwing and getting ready and going. Checking the runner at second base in the 2-0 pitch. And a breaking ball, that one misses inside, and it's 3-0. And so once you have that, if you have a field that's kind of sitting empty and you've got teams waiting, then the kind of the instinct, the inclination is to start moving teams around to keep action going as quick as you can. And so that's the reason for our field movement here. And now the question is where we'll be for the 5 o'clock time slot. Definitely not a 5 o'clock game, as we're only in the third here and we're 5-5. That ball back up the middle, hit hard into center field. Castillo's courtesy runner Culligan is held at third base. And Team Clutch then, not wanting to risk getting somebody thrown out at the plate here with only one out of the inning, they will load the bases with one out. And the batter is Jordan Burnett. You remember Burnett, the starter for Team Clutch, got through just 4 batters, although he was charged with 5 hitters based on when he left the ball game. And that ball hits sharply to short. They'll go to second for an out, on to first base, and that's a double play. And Burnett grounds into a 6-4-3 double play, and that ends the threat for Team Clutch in the third inning. No runs, 3 base hits, and 1 runner left on base. After 2.5, Team Clutch still trails Angels Black by a score of 5-0. Frankie Silva, the leadoff hitter for the Angels in the third, and he takes outside for ball 1. Silva, Hidalgo, and Merriman for the Angels in the third. Next one inside. And it's 2-0. Silva had an RBI base hit his first time up. And that ball off the end of the bat into right field. That's down for a base hit. Silva's going to make the turnaround, big turnaround, but you could tell there that nobody was at first base, so you might as well do that, see if you can force an errant throw. He was able to get back to the bag, but it's a leadoff base hit for the Angels, their 6th hit of the ball game. And the batter is Jorge Hidalgo. Hidalgo struck out swinging in the first. He lays off a breaking ball for ball 1. over to first base and the runner back. It's the 18U championship game of the 2014 Cactus Classic. Tournament put on by Southwest Woodbat Classic. A fastball high and away for a ball, 2-0. That pitch bounced in there, blocked, but Karam sideways over toward the third base dugout. Castillo got a piece of it, but couldn't keep it in front, and so Silva goes to second on the wild pitch, and the count's 3-0. Runner takes off on a 3-0 pitch. It's on the corner for a strike, but a stolen base. Moves the runner to third. Now 3-1 on Hidalgo, but Silva at third base with nobody out, and the infield comes in for Team Clutch. And that pitch high for ball 4. Hidalgo walks. And time called from the Team Clutch dugout. Playing in the bottom of the third, Angels lead 5-0. Another pitching change for Team Clutch. With Merriman at the plate, he faces the new pitcher. It's Gabe Hudson. So Hudson, a right-hander, on the pitch, trying to get out of further trouble for Team Clutch. The Angels were the first two aboard and nobody out in the third. They'll throw over to first and the runner back. 5-0 Angels after scoring 4 in the first and 1 in the second. And they're in position to add more in the third inning. That one bounced in there, and it's 2-0. Going to throw it to third base, and the runner picked off too far off the bag. They're going to try to score and tagged out at the plate. So a base running error there for the Angels, their second one of the ball game, really, because they had a runner take off early on a line drive that turned into a double play. So 1-5-2 retires Silva for the first out. Hidalgo, with good base running, moves into scoring position at second base. Next one high for a ball, and time called. And that's over but high, ball 4. Merriam walks on 4 pitches, so Hudson trying to get dialed in. A 4-pitch walk to his first hitter, and now will face Mike Santarelli. Santarelli goes after the first one, a ground ball. Tap of the bag at third. That's going to be the only play. Might have been a slight bobble by the third baseman, Young. But that's one of those situations where you want to do kind of where the ball takes you. And the fact that he was several steps away from the bag, probably not realistic. Even if he gets it clean, I don't know that he's able to go all the way over to third, touch the bag, and then throw across the diamond. Might have been better to go around the horn and try to get a double play that way, but Team Clutch in this situation happy to get an out on the lead runner. So now first and second with 2 outs. C.J. James back at the plate, hitting for the third time in as many innings. He took the first one for strike 1. High strike there. Runs the count to 0-2. Fooled a little bit there, but the breaking ball stays high, and the count 1-2. Check of the runner at second base in the pitch. And that's high for a ball, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, 2 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning, 5-0 Angels. And a ground ball hit the other way. That's going to be a tough play. It's under the glove of the shortstop and into left field. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's not in time. And the Angels get a run in the third inning. An RBI base hit off the bat of C.J. James as Merriman scores from second base. Santorelli goes to third, and as the throw goes to the plate, James takes second base. Kelly, the shortstop, had been over closer to the bag at second, trying to keep a runner close, and that ball hit back into the hole, and he made a good effort but could not get to it. Breaking ball over for a strike to Mulder. James with a single and a run in the first, an RBI double in the second. The sound of the one strike pitch. And a fly ball hit well out to left field, but that's playable out there and put away by Caffarelli in left field. And that will end the inning. Angels add on in the bottom of the third, however, as they score a run on 2 hits. And they leave 2 after 3 innings of play. It's the Angels 6, Team Clutch nothing. Top of the order for Team Clutch in the 4th inning. Les McCowitz grounded out to begin the ball game. He'll hit one back foul out of play. And they count 1-1. Next one over for a strike, 1-2 the count. And that pitch misses for a ball, and it's 2-2. And now headed to first base. McCowitz leads off the inning. He's aboard at first. And the batter is Justin Moskowitz. Throw to first and the runner back. Moskowitz grounded out his first time up. And that ball hit the other way down the left field line. It's going to get almost to the warning track. We lose a little side of it there. Runner's going to be waved around and will score. It's an RBI double for Moskowitz and Team Clutch on the board in the 4th inning. And they trail 6-1. Now Cody Hulbert, the center fielder. And the first pitch high for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Throw behind the runner at second. And close out there, but just getting back Moskowitz. There's a ball hit into center field, and that's a base hit. Runners held. First baseman a little late getting there to cut it off, but Team Clutch not able to take advantage of the extra base. Hulbert with a single back up the middle, though, as Moskowitz stops at third. Now runners at the corners with nobody out, a run in the fourth. And the batter is Nate Young. And Young hits a ball sharply, but fielded out at second on to first base. A double play, a run scores to make it 6-2. A 6 unassisted force of Hulbert at second, and then Young out 6-3 on the double play at first. Of course, no RBI on the play, as Moskowitz did score to make it 6-2. And now Pete Kelly bats with the bases empty and 2 outs. And the first pitch inside for ball 1. A hard hit ball turned into a one-hopper, backhanded at short and on to first base. The throw is in time as Silva throws out Kelly, and that will end the inning, but Team Clutch responds with a couple of runs in the top of the fourth inning. They do it on 2 hits, and after 3.5, they now trail Angels Black by a score of 6-2. Three, 4, and 5 of the order for the Angels in the bottom of the fourth, and a sharp ground ball past the diving shortstop Kelly. That's into left field. Justin Felix going after the first pitch. That's his third hit of the ball game, and he's on at first base for Chris Smith. Smith going after the first one, hits a one-hopper to third. They'll go to second base for the out, on to first base. A double play. I'm not sure what happened there with Smith going down the line. Looks like maybe injured himself either on the swing or going down the line there, but was not close at first base at all. So a 5-4-3 double play erases the leadoff single. And now the batter is Justin LaForce. And LaForce lays off the first pitch for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. That's high, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch on the way, and that's off the end of the bat. Knocked down by the second baseman, Parks, and his throw on to first base is in time. And for the first time in the ball game, the Angels are turned away. They do not score in the bottom of the fourth inning. Through 4, they lead 6-2. Reese going after the first pitch. Lines out to the shortstop Silva. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the top of the 5th inning. And the batter is Gabe Castillo. And Castillo hit with a breaking ball. And he'll go to first base. Second time Gabe's been aboard after a singling in the 3rd. Felix had to talk to Goodman for a moment. Now back behind the plate to face Rudy Schrader, who had a fly ball to center field his first time up. 1 on, 1 out, top of the 5th inning. Team Clutch down 6-2. First pitch low and away for a ball. See if Schrader takes a couple of pitches here. He only saw one pitch in the first at-bat, going after the first one and hit that fly ball to center. The 1-0 takes again. It's low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. And now Culligan comes on to run for Castillo at first base. And there's a ball hit out to center field, but put away by James for the second out. Well, in addition to the courtesy runner Culligan going over at first base, we also had a timeout from the Angels dugout, so wanted to have a chance to talk to Alex Goodman, maybe have him regroup a bit after a hit batter and then a couple of pitches out of the strike zone. But he comes back, throws a strike, and gets a fly ball to center field. Now Hunter Parks at the plate. And Parks takes the first one on the inside corner, strike 1. Runner at first base, 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Team Clutch down 6-2. And a ground ball, that's through and into left field, a base hit. Parks with his second base hit as Culligan running for Castillo goes to second. 2 aboard with 2 outs for Vinny Caffarelli. First pitch outside for ball 1. Caffarelli had a base hit his first time up. Goodman, the right-hander, with a set and a pitch. And a fastball over the outside corner, a strike, 1-1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And that's hit softly through the hole on the right side and into right field, a base hit. Throw comes to the plate, and it is in time. Thrown out at the plate. Big throw by the right fielder, Santorelli, to gun down Culligan coming around third base. And as we saw Team Clutch hold a runner earlier, this time they try it, and the runner's thrown out at the plate to end the 5th inning, and Team Clutch does not score in the top of the 5th. After 4.5, they're still down 6-2. Frankie Silva starts things off, lays a bunt down perfectly on the line, and the throw to first base is not in time. That came off the bat, and I thought for sure it was going to go foul, but it stayed right along the third base line, and it's a bunt base hit. Third hit of the game for Frankie Silva, and he's aboard at first base to begin the Angels' 5th inning. The batter, Jorge Hidalgo. Hidalgo takes a strike near the outside corner. Jorge with a strikeout of the first, a walk in the third. The 0-1 pitch. That's bounced in there. And a balk was called. So No pitch. Silva goes to second on the balk. The Angels have gone through the tournament 5-0. Fly ball out to center field. That's playable out there and caught. Runner from second will tag. The throw comes to third. Not in time. So fly ball off the bat of Hidalgo. Hulbert with the catch. Silva tags and goes to third. And the batter Chase Merriman. But for the Angels, Black, 3-0 through pool play. A 9-1 win over the South Phoenix Griffins. They beat Pac-12 baseball 12-0 and showcase Kings Black 9-4. As that pitch is high for a ball. Then in elimination play, they beat Show Baseball 18U 2-1. And in the semifinals, a 6-1 win over Rocky Mountain Gold. The ground ball snared at third. Looking the runner back, and a throw across the diamond is in time. Nice play there by Young. Ball got on him in a hurry, but he was able to pick it up and then look that runner back and throw to first. So Merriman retired. Silva still at third now with 2 outs. And the batter is Mike Santorelli. First pitch high for ball 1. Bottom of the 5th inning, Angels leading 6-2. Pitch over for a strike, and it's 1-1. Angels 6 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Team Clutch 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. Pitch a little bit high, 2-1. And there's a ground ball over to third. That'll be a tough play behind the bag. A long throw across the diamond. And it's in time. Another nice play over at third for Team Clutch. And a 5-3 ground out ends the inning. Angels Black get a leadoff base hit. The runner is stranded at third. And after 5 innings of play, the Angels still lead Team Clutch 6-2. First pitch grounded through the hole and into left field to start the Team Clutch 6th inning. Jordan Burnett with a leadoff base hit. He's on at first. Now a pinch hitter. John Alger batting. Pitch misses for a ball. Team Clutch trying to get something going here in the top of the 6th inning, starting to run out of outs. Down by 4. And that pitch over for a called third strike, and that'll do it as Auger, the pinch hitter, is called out on strikes. And that's the first out. Throw to first. Pitch fouled off the bat of Justin Moskowitz. One on, one out, top of the 6th inning. Team Clutch down 6-2. And the next pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's over for a strike, and it's 1-2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. And that hits Moskowitz. Off-speed pitch got him on the leg. And so he goes to first. Pushes Burnett to second. And the bounder is Cody Hulbert. And a ball hit sharply to the shortstop and back to second to double up the runner. Saw the Angels run into a line drive double play, and Team Clutch does it here in the top of the 6th inning. And so that will erase their threat, and they are turned away. No runs with a hit and a hit batter, but just 1 runner left on after 5.5. Team Clutch down 6-2. Top of the order for the Angels, and C.J. Black with a base hit into right field as he goes after the first pitch. 4th time James has been aboard, 2 walks and 2 singles. Just what you want out of your leadoff hitter, and he happens to lead off the 6th inning. And we'll see what this leads to for the Angels. Now Moeller at the plate. Runner goes, pitch outside, throw to second base. A little bit late, gets into center field, and that'll get James to third base. It was a stealing base and an error. The 3rd error of the game for Team Clutch as James moves to third with nobody out. And Moeller with a chance to help add a run for the Angels in the top and make it the bottom of the 6th inning as they lead 6-2. Infield in as the pitch is outside for a ball, 2-0. And a slow ground ball foul on the third base side. It goes to 2-1. 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. Moeller batting with a drawn in infield. And the 3-1 is inside, and that's ball 4. So Moeller to first with James at third. The batter is Justin Felix. Felix with 3 base hits today. And hits a fly ball into right center field. That's going to be trouble, and that'll get between the outfielders. 1 run will score. Another one going to be waved around. It's a 2-run double, 4th hit of the day for Justin Felix, and it's 8-2 Angels. When the ball first came off the bat, I thought Hulbert might have a chance at it, but he's up a couple of steps away from him. And James and Moeller score Felix to second base. And the batter is Chris Smith. Actually, it looks like it might not be Smith here. Might have a pinch hitter up there for the Angels. Is it a pinch hitter? Trying to read it from the Angels lineup as he tries to move that runner around from second base. A swing and a foul ball. Well, we know it's Brandon, but not able to read the last name based on the lineup copy that we got before the ball game. And that ball hits soft on the line, throw to second base, and another line drive double play. So Felix doubled up this time at second base. And now Justin LaForce will bat with the bases empty and 2 outs. And the first pitch over for a strike. 8-2 Angels black. They lead it here at the bottom of the 6th inning in the 18U championship game of the Cactus Classic. Ground ball down the first base line. That'll be a fair ball. And out at first base is the call. And I guess that ball took a little bit of a right turn once it got around the bag at first. LaForce, it grounds out, and that ends the 6th inning. 2 more added for the Angels. They lead again by 6. After 6, it's 8-2 Angels black. Nate Young, the leadoff hitter in the clutch 7th. He took the first pitch inside for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch. That's a high fly ball out to left field. In the tree, or through the tree anyway. A catch is made out there in left. And that's the first out in the clutch 7th inning. Gabe Hudson batting in this spot here in the 7th inning. And he hits a fly ball into shallow right. And that's put away for out number 2. Alex Goodman had 3 up, 3 down first and second innings. Ran into some trouble in the third, but did not allow a run. Gave up 3 hits. Then a hit batter and a double and a single in the fourth. Plated 2 runs for Team Clutch. There's a ground ball to the right side that could do it. Picked up there and on to first base. That's in time. And that'll be the ball game. A quiet 3 up, 3 down, 7th inning for Team Clutch. And we go final in the 18U championship game as Angels Black defeat Team Clutch by a final score of 8-2. Totals on the ball game for Team Clutch: 2 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, and 4 left. For Angels Black, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 6 runners left on base. It was a complete game win for Alex Goodman. As I was going through that there, I mentioned the 2 runs in the fourth. Gave up 2 more hits, but no runs in the fifth. A leadoff hit in the sixth, and then a 3 up, 3 down 7th inning as Goodman pitched through some trouble around the middle part of the ball game, but then that 3 up, 3 down 7th shut the door on Team Clutch. So the Angels Black win the Cactus Division, or the 18U Division championship of the Cactus Classic, as they beat Team Clutch by a final score of 8-2. So that'll do it. Again, the final: Angels Black 8, Team Clutch 2, from Wrigleyville West in Mesa, Arizona. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long. We hope to talk to you again soon.